we are live in the studio. Hey, hi everybody. How you doing? I am back with Molly in her beautiful tiny house. I'm so grateful. How you doing, Molly?
I'm doing really well.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me again.
It's a pleasure.
Molly and I did a Facebook Live video, and I had to come back and do YouTube video again because she's just so special. And I had said in the earlier video that she reminded me, the name Molly reminded me of a Hollywood star, but we've advanced and we've she's been promoted to a cosmic star. So here we are with Molly Cosmic Star. I just love that. We should have stars all over. I'm gonna create some stars around you.
Sparkles.
But she lives in this beautiful tiny house village, tiny house community in Orlando, Florida. So that's where we are, if you're wondering. And she has been graciously decided or help me share her story for all of you who are struggling with whether to downsize or minimalize or whatever to get into a smaller space and economize and have peace and joy, right?
Yes.
So Molly, will you share your tiny house story? Hers is very unique because she had this house built to her personal specifications, right?
Yes.
Please share with us the beginning of that journey.
Well, I first decided to build a tiny house, basically just following my intuition and the signs from the universe. It was completely heart-led. Logic, not my strong suit, but it oftentimes leads me to where I'm meant to go. So I follow that. But basically, I was healing after losing my dad, and I was going through a really hard breakup, and it really shook me up to my core, and I was really wanting something to call my own. I wanted to put down roots and feel safe and secure.
Now, let me ask you, when you say losing your dad and going through a breakup, I'm into emotions. So what would you say the primary emotions were when you lost your dad and you had to break up? What were your emotions?
I would say fear.
Really?
Loss,
Sadness?
devastation. Grief, of course.
Right. That's interesting because those are the type of emotions that can drive a person to do what you do. Create something bigger and better and more challenging in many ways, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Those emotions were a big part of taking me from a low point to a much higher point, and that's
I love that.
Yeah.
It gives me chills when you say taking you from a low point to a higher point.
Yeah.
Those emotions will do. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
So
I've learned to trust whatever low points I go through that, because they're always teaching me, they're always helping me grow, they're always pushing me. So I really try to lean into whatever I'm feeling rather than resisting it, which is hard, very hard.
Oh yeah.
But I think that every emotion, every experience, every challenge, it has something to teach us, and it's there for a reason. So we can either resist it or we can lean into it and just let ourselves be wrapped in that lesson in that journey.
Well, I did a blog talk show Sunday on mental slavery, and you just described the solution to mental slavery is not to be a victim, but to learn from the experience that you had. And death is always one of the best experiences to teach us lessons about how to grow and how to see life differently.
Definitely.
So thank you. We had to take that little pause on emotions because that's powerful. That's so powerful.
Yeah. That's what brought me here. So.
Yeah. So then you found a builder and not in Florida. Let's mention that. Where'd you find your builder?
Georgia. Yes, Georgia. So it was just like
interstate adventure here.
Yes.
We're on an interstate adventure here.
So I was researching online, and I found one. I said, okay, the price is right, the details are right, build is right. Let's do it.
Now, did they do the design for you, or did you create your own? They help you create your own design.
It was a little bit of both. So we kind of, you're given, they have a few like models, some floor plans to choose from. And then you're able to go in with, your fixtures, your upgrades and your paint colors and things like that, and customize in those ways. I know that there are builders out there that do like complete customized homes, which is amazing.
This is really customized and solid. Let me tell you, it's solid. But this is not. People have an idea that tiny homes are not strong and safe. This is a solid building here. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It had to be.
Yeah, because in Florida we have hurricanes.
Oh, yes.
So everyone is concerned, I'm sure, building a tiny house and living in Florida. Well, my house was built to sustain 150-mile-an-hour winds. So did they give you those types of stats or numbers?
So it's NOAA certified.
NOAA certified.
Yes.
NOAH, which
Yes.
stands for something.
Don't ask
We
me.
don't want to know. Anyway, it's an organization that does certification for tiny house. So if you have any problems finding someone to certify your house, look up NOAA, NOAH, Tiny House Certification Company, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe that through NOAA and their certifications, they make sure that the home is safe.
Hurricane proof.
Yes.
At least up to certain.
Up to certain standards, yes.
Yeah.
But in this community, it's required to anchor down your house for hurricane season. So I just got done drilling some holes in the ground.
Oh, good.
So about to strap it down and make sure it's safe. So that's another way that you can have peace of mind and be smart.
And I never used my hurricane straps.
Oh, really?
The builder, my house was built in 2004 approximately. And they had hurricane straps on the house, but where I parked it in Umatilla, which is a semi-rural community with the horses you saw in the intro live out there, I never used those straps in 5 years.
Oh my God.
Not once. And we didn't have any really bad hurricanes in that period from 2005 to 2020. So I think I was just blessed. My house was blessed, prayed over, anointed. You can it was secure. I feel like my angels were always watching over that house. So that's the attitude. Cosmic star here. She knows that.
I speak protection over my home and myself every day.
It's such a beautiful journey when you think like that.
It is.
There's no fear in being in this small structure that's solid because you have a mind that I'm protected.
Yeah, I think once you open yourself up to that mindset and to the protection and the guidance and the blessings of the universe, of your angels, of your guides, I think lots of magical things will come to you. And I've seen that in my journey in such beautiful ways. So
once they finished the house, then you had to make some decisions if you want to live in Georgia, huh?
Georgia was never the plan.
Okay, good for you.
Never the plan. Nope. Just passing through.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. Florida was home for 7 years. And then I moved back in with my sister while the tiny house was being built to save money and whatnot. But I considered Arizona. Yeah.
Probably not too tiny house friendly. Did you look into that?
I did. They have tons of RV communities.
RV.
Yes. As far as tiny home friendly, the jury's still out on that one. I'm here, so I'm going to say that, well, one, I'm meant to be here. And two, maybe it's not as friendly as I originally hoped. But I just let the universe do its thing, and I said, open the right doors and shut the wrong ones. And I ended up here.
And this is just such a beautiful community. So what are some of the pros and cons of living here in this location and in this house?
In this location, like Orlando, Pros, you have everything you need. There's a wide variety of, activities, restaurants, shopping, nature to go see and explore and do, and opportunities for work. Um, it's also very busy and congested. Um, and
It's getting worse.
Exactly.
New Yorkers, just stay home for a while, please. We got enough tourists down here crossing the road the wrong way, Karen. But we love our tourists for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say it's a fast-paced life in Orlando. But I love that I have my tiny house because it's helped me slow down in ways, and it's helped me adopt a slower paced life, which is what I wanted to.
Now, what about cleaning? I mean, that was the best part for me. Is it took me like 15 minutes to clean my house.
That is such a con. No, it takes me forever to clean.
Really?
It gets so dirty so fast.
Yeah, that's true.
And maybe it's just because I have my dog, and he loves to lay in the dirt, and track in the dirt. We, as much as we try to keep it clean, is really hard. I'm always sweeping. Yes. So having a pet, having a dog, having a big dog in a tiny house is challenging, for multiple reasons. But yeah, cleaning is hard. Making the bed is hard.
Oh, I see. Because you're up there.
Yes.
There's a loft up here. I had a Murphy type bed.
Oh, that's so nice.
At my age, it's the only way to go. If you're a senior citizen, don't think about stairs and a loft. Because we have to go to the bathroom at night, not coming downstairs unless we have to make all kinds of adjustments. So. Yeah, that would be a challenge for me too, to have to make the bed up there all the time. That bed wouldn't get made most of the time.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is for me.
Yeah, just come downstairs, leave the bed unless you have guests or something.
Just don't look. I just cover it up.
Yeah.
Just keep your eyes to yourself.
So making the bed's a challenge, but down here it looks like you wouldn't have much challenge. Oh, you have two beds though.
One loft is for storage.
Okay.
And my clothes and things.
Oh yeah.
I just have some bins and I fold everything.
Right.
And then one is for my bed.
Okay, but you could make this into another bed.
Oh, certainly.
But then you would lose storage.
Yeah.
So those are the decisions that have to be made that aren't major, but she has nice choices in this place.
Definitely. I have a lot of room, and I was concerned when I was preparing to actually move in. I was like, oh my gosh, what have I gotten myself into? It's gonna be so small. I'm gonna be cramped enough to do all of this rearranging of my life, but I have more than I need, and I'm living a full and happy life.
That is just the biggest part of this journey is, are you happy living wherever you're living? And this is just such a beautiful, it feels good in here. It really feels good in here.
Thank you.
And the cleaning part, it's just a matter of daily. I had a cleaning business for almost 15 years. And in my tiny house, it was a daily, just a little bit here and there every day.
Yeah.
You don't wait till 2 weeks and all the dust is everywhere and you got to, nope, every day it was like, see something on the floor, pick it up. I never waited until it was accumulated. Mm-hmm. It was always, see something, get rid of it.
Yeah. It's a nice way to force yourself to stay on top of things. And I always like to do that. So it's a good way to really make yourself do that, because if you don't, you'll see it.
And you have to have energy. You really need to be healthy in a tiny house, because you need the energy to maintain the house and to climb stairs and to just be in this place, and then to move out of the place when you need to go walking, running, enjoying it. This place has a lake. Do you use the lake?
I haven't that much. I need to.
Okay.
I definitely need to. We have some kayaks and things that we can use.
Yeah. And I do yoga every Wednesday. I don't know if you've tuned in yet. Yes. And I moved it back to 10:30 because it was too hot.
Fair enough.
But now and then I go to 11:11 just because the time is right.
Yeah.
Yoga at 11:11 every Wednesday on my Facebook channel. But yeah. So how's your family? How did your family receive your decision to build this and then move to Florida and live here? What was that like? The support or not?
They were very supportive.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes. My sister was really a part of that journey. We went to stay in, or she went to stay in an Airbnb, which was an RV. Coming to visit me here, which really kind of kickstarted this journey for me and got me thinking and got me seeing those signs that led me here. So she was kind of the one that initially was like, "Hey, Molly," like,
Great.
yeah,
Oh, I love that.
and she's always been like such an important role in my life, and steering me on my path, and we're very connected in that way, and we have a very special bond. So.
Oh, she must have been one of the comments I saw on our Facebook Live, which was so beautiful. I could feel her love and support. Oh, I'm so proud of you, Molly. You're the star. You're the star. Yes. And she is. She really is a star. But she's cosmic star now. We promoted her.
Yes.
Thank you, Molly. Yeah. Any final words or suggestions for people who are thinking about doing tiny house living? What would you give? What would be like the top 3 things you learned in your journey that you would advise people to do before they even get in the tiny house or buy the tiny house? What would you advise?
I would say search within and see if that's really what you want. Make sure, with anything in life, make sure it's what you want. But listen to that still small voice, and follow it and trust that everything will work out. But also do your research and look for all of the nitty gritty things that will, one day reveal itself. So you're not as stressed or like scared in the moment. So figure those things out. And the hookups, the fixing things and the insurance and certifications and the parking, figure out all those things beforehand so you can have peace along your journey.
Absolutely. Perfect. I love the fact that you say start off like meditation. Go within and make sure this is a decision that you're going to make to bring you more peace and not for any other reason. That's really, I think, what tiny house living is about. More peace, not as many debts, not as big a space to maintain. How big is yours?
About 400, I believe.
400
square feet.
400 square feet.
Yes.
And so this is a bigger tiny house than mine was 160. So you can imagine.
Oh,
that's why it was easy to clean.
Fair enough. Yeah.
100, zip, 15 minutes, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then I had a cleaning business. So, and my mom was very good at teaching me how to clean and detail oriented. So I was always considered kind of anal in my job, always detail.
Yeah.
And I'm like that in my house even now. Every little thing crumb is up off the floor and I don't let dust lay around for long. And everybody's different. But Molly has given us some really good advice, and I'm so grateful that you shared your experience. And she has this beautiful dog here to keep her company. Because some people think, well, being in a tiny house all by yourself might be a lonely experience, but you don't feel that way, do you?
No. I enjoy my own presence and this sacred space that I've created for myself. And I have Cooper.
Cooper is the bomb. Cooper, we love you, Cooper. Yeah, we got a dog here. So thank you, Molly, so much for sharing again. And I hope this has been helpful to all of you watching to make up your mind to go tiny and create that peaceful space. And you can become the cosmic queen, the cosmic star, because the journey itself creates the cosmic royalty, divine presence that you are.
Thank you.
You're my pleasure. It's such a blessing to meet and know you, and we are friends now forever. And here's let's give Cooper. Hi, Cooper. Say hi, Cooper.
Say hello.
Say hey, Cooper. So we have a dog and Molly here today. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to end again with our new music. and video. And I'm going to add some more pictures to this video for everybody. I just put this together on my own, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye. Thank you. Love you. Mwah.